Hi, and today we're going to start by talking about John the Revelator, also known as John the Beloved, one of Jesus' apostles, the author of the Gospel according to John. We have a very interesting exchange that happens. It's recorded in John chapter 21, and it's between Jesus and Peter and John. Jesus at this time has been resurrected, and he appears to most of his apostles at the Sea of Galilee. They've been fishing all night. Jesus goes on to explain to Peter that Peter will die for the message of the gospel. He will give his life for the work of the ministry, and that's what Jesus needs him to do. And upon hearing this, Peter sees John and Jesus talking, and he turns and is wondering, what about John? So Peter saith to Jesus, Lord, what shall this man do? In other words, what about John? Verse 22, Jesus saith unto him, If I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee? Follow thou me. In other words, Peter, if I want him to stay until I return in my glory, what does that matter to you? I need you to follow me. Verse 23 says, Then went this saying abroad among the brethren, that disciple should not die. Yet Jesus said not unto him, He shall not die, but if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee? John, of course, is very modest in recording this about himself. He points out that Jesus didn't say, you're not going to die, but Jesus said, if I desire that you stay here, John, until I come, what does that matter to Peter, essentially? And what's interesting about this is we have clarification and we have an answer to this exact question in 3 Nephi chapter 28. So we're going to look at some of these verses. In verse 1, Jesus is talking to his ordained disciples among the Nephites. And it says, Jesus spake unto his disciples one by one, saying unto them, What is it that ye desire me after I am gone to the Father? Now 9 of the disciples answer and say, Lord, when our ministry is over, we want to speedily come to you in the kingdom of God. And Jesus says, you know what, that's a righteous desire. Blessed are you. That's great. That will happen. And then in verse 4, it says, When he had spoken unto them, he turned himself unto the 3. So the 3 who didn't respond to that with that same answer. And he said unto them, What will ye that I should do unto you when I am gone unto the Father? And they sorrowed in their hearts, and they durst not speak unto him the thing which they desired. And he said unto them, Behold, I know your thoughts, and ye have desired the thing which John, my beloved, who was with me in my ministry before I was lifted up by the Jews, desired of me. In other words, I know your thoughts, I know exactly what you want, and this is exactly what John, my beloved, also wanted. Then Jesus says in verse 7, Therefore more blessed are ye, for ye shall never taste of death, but ye shall live to behold all the doings of the Father unto the children of men, even until all things shall be fulfilled according to the will of the Father, when I shall come in my glory with the powers of heaven. And ye shall never endure the pains of death. But when I shall come in my glory, ye shall be changed in the twinkling of an eye, from mortality to immortality. And then shall ye be blessed in the kingdom of my Father. So now, of course, we know that John didn't die. We also know that these 3 Nephites didn't die. There are more questions, where are they now? Why can't we see them? All of that is explained in 3 Nephi chapter 28, and so I invite you to read the rest of it. And until next time, happy reading.